Good morning, everyone. Welcome to my channel. My name is Canh. I am 35 years old, and I live alone in the countryside of Vietnam. I have just woken up, so my hair is still a little messy. The first thing I usually do after waking up is open all the windows to let the fresh air and warm sunlight into the house. I really enjoy this simple moment because mornings in the countryside always bring a peaceful feeling. From inside my room, I can hear birds singing, people talking in the distance, and sometimes the sound of motorbikes passing along the small village road. I start by folding the blanket, smoothing out the bedsheet, and arranging the pillows neatly. Then, I fold my clothes and put them away in the wardrobe. Just tidying up the bed makes the whole room look much cleaner. I have been quite busy over the past few days, so my room has gradually become a little messy. The clothes I washed are still sitting on top of a cardboard box, and some everyday items have not been put back in their proper places. After long and tiring days at work, I often leave things wherever it is convenient and tell myself that I will organize them later. However, just a few days of doing this is enough to make the room look untidy. Looking around the room also reminds me of the first days when I started living on my own. Back then, all I had was a bed, a fan, and a few basic cooking utensils. The first few nights were very quiet, and sometimes I felt lonely. However, I gradually learned to enjoy living alone. I planted a few potted plants in the yard, started keeping fish. Although doing housework makes me a little tired, seeing everything gradually become clean and organized makes me feel very relaxed. It feels as though I am not only cleaning my home, but also letting go of the stress that is built up throughout the week. When the floor is clean, the kitchen is tidy, and sunlight fills the room, my mood also becomes lighter and more peaceful. Many people might think that a small house like mine only takes a few minutes to clean. However, when I do everything carefully, it still takes quite a lot of time. There is always something that needs attention, such as washing the cups, wiping the shelves, organizing the clothes, cleaning the kitchen, or taking out the trash. After finishing the housework, I start preparing some food. I woke up quite late today, so this meal will be both breakfast and lunch. There is still some meat left in the refrigerator from last night, so I decide to fry it again and have it with rice. On my days off, I really enjoy cooking simple meals for myself. Cooking at home not only helps me save money, but also allows me to adjust the flavors to suit my taste. I do not need an expensive or complicated meal. As long as the food is hot, delicious, and filling, I am completely satisfied. I realized that I did not have many side dishes, so I decided to go out and buy some tofu and a bowl of soup. The food shop was close to my house, so it only took me a few minutes to get everything I needed. The tofu and soup cost a total of 17,000 Vietnamese dong, which is less than $1. Life in rural Vietnam can still be quite affordable when you choose simple local dishes. The food may not be fancy, but it is fresh, hot, delicious, and perfect for an ordinary family meal. These are the fish that I take care of every day. Whenever I have some free time, I usually sit here and watch them swim back and forth. It feels very peaceful and helps me forget about the stress of work. I also try to keep their living area clean because clean water and a clean environment are very important for keeping the fish healthy. Now everything is ready. Let's enjoy lunch together. Today is the weekend, so several of my cousins decided to get together for a meal and have a nice chat. My older cousins rarely get a few days off to return home from Hanoi, so whenever we have the chance, everyone tries to gather together. Normally, we are all busy with our own work and responsibilities. As soon as the dishes arrived, everyone started eating right away. No one seemed to remember saying they were on a diet just a few minutes earlier. Everything was still piping hot. So we kept blowing on the food between bites, but our chopsticks never stopped moving. Someone said he would only try one piece of grilled meat, but a few minutes later, nearly half the plate was gone. Another person kept saying he was already full while quickly reaching for another piece of steamed meat, afraid the person next to him might eat it first.
Không, ở video Hà Giang edit lâu quá thì nhiều lắm. Chào các bạn nha, hôm nay mình đi ăn thịt chó nhá. Đây làm miếng rồi.
After eating so much meat, everyone started helping themselves to some stir-fried water spinach and bamboo shoot soup to balance out the nutrition. I also ate a little extra vegetable to make myself feel better, although my bowl was still mostly filled with meat. Everyone ate, chatted, and joked around, so the atmosphere was full of laughter. It had been a long time since all the cousins had gathered like this, so everyone had so much to talk about.
Ngon.
Today's meal wasn't anything too fancy, but the best part was sitting together, eating, chatting, and laughing with my cousins. After we finished the meal, everyone headed home, and I stopped by a drink shop to buy a refreshing drink for the way back.
Bây giờ ra ăn thịt chó thì không ăn thịt chó, ăn mấy rau. Như này mất hết món cô hồn tí rồi. Cà phê à? Bò xào dứa. Bò xào dứa à? Nghe lạ nhỉ? Bò xào dứa.
After nearly 2 hours, most of the food on the table was finally gone. Everyone kept saying they were full, but they still looked around to see if there was anything left to eat. The total bill came to 650,000 Vietnamese dong, which is about 23 US dollars. Since we split the cost between everyone, it was actually quite reasonable. On my way home, I stopped by a small drink shop owned by a very pretty and lovely young friend of mine. The shop is not very large, but everything is arranged neatly. The space feels open and comfortable, and there are many different kinds of drinks to choose from. Today, I ordered a cold glass of lemon tea to refresh myself after the meal. She prepared the drink very quickly, and she is always cheerful and friendly whenever customers come to the shop. I sat here for a little while to rest and watch the streets on this weekend evening. Even though it is only a small drink shop, I believe that keeping it open and running every day requires a lot of patience, effort, and determination. Now, I am going to head home and end my day off here. Thank you so much to everyone who spent time watching and joining me throughout today's video. There was nothing especially exciting about my weekend. I simply cleaned the house, cooked a meal, took care of my fish, and spent some time with my cousins. But these simple and peaceful moments are often the ones that make me feel the happiest. If you enjoy videos about simple daily life like this, please subscribe to my channel and leave a comment to let me know. I wish all of you happiness, good health, and many peaceful weekends. Before I go, I would like to share a little secret with you. My next video will be about a rather long journey. It will also be one of the biggest and most unforgettable experiences I have ever had in my 35 years of life. I hope you will join me on that journey. See you again in the next video. Goodbye, everyone.